Let's see if we can run through the 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds quick. It's the end of my day. It is 8:30 at night on Sunday. I'm trying my best to get all these done. Got to write an email. Let's start. Absolute euphoria, back jogging now, happy with the way she was before we turned her out. She was just too big and needed time. She's back now jogging. Anchors up, same thing. He'll be back in. I think this week he comes back into the barn. Austral Hanover, man, that just every year 1 or 2 horses just come out of nowhere. And this guy was well beyond nowhere. He came out of no man's land to be a very nice 2-year-old trotting colt. Brace for Landing will be qualifying Thursday at Northfield Park. Very happy with him the last 2 weeks. Carter Michael Dio. I kind of put my neck in the noose last week. I said, I will tell you, he will not make that break again. Now, I didn't give him a chance down the lane. I wasn't going to chance that, but he did feel better. He did look better. He's now in the care of Ron Burke, and he may, no guarantees, but he may be entered in the Peter Houghton on next week. It's a possibility. And I know for the people saying, he went in 57, it's not speed. He's not going to be out-trotted, outmatched. This horse is more than ready and willing to go a big mile. Can he do it right? Can he do it flat? Can he put it all together? Yeah, I'd like to have a couple more starts on him, but, as it is right now, I think that Carter Michael Dio could fit in very easily with everyone. If he minded his manners and did his work as well as he did it in Philadelphia, yeah, I think he could be. Ultimately I left it up to Ron Burke. He said he was going to train him on Tuesday, get a feel for him, and then he'd talk to me and decide, are we going to go an easier route? Are we going to go to the Houghton? And I'll stand behind whatever decision him and Yannick come up with. Cash Deal is going to have some time off right now. Some weird little ligament in her below her ankle, above her heel. I'd never heard of. I can't think of the name. She strained it. It's strained. It blew up. It's sore. They drained the sheath area there. They injected it with some serum, which will help it heal. But it was odd. She said, no stall rest. Just put her in the field, and when it looks good, she's good and ready to go. I think that's a great way to put it. It sounds almost stupid, but it's just common sense, and it's sometimes that's lacking, and I miss it. Everybody misses it sometimes. Very happy to hear Angelica speak, Dr. Bosenjack speak in that way. Chocolate for Lunch was much better her last start, but still a long way to go. I had a couple of people that love Chocolate for Lunch saying, she should be in the Battle of Bells. She should be doing this. She should be doing that. And those Dallies, they'll get better. And I know that Pat said that to me, but at the end of the day, we're not doubling down on horses on what they could be because their sires show talent later on. It needs to be based. What we do moving forward with all the horses has to be information based. We're not going to say, it's science based. I'm not doing that. But it has to be information based. If we're going to make an argument to keep a horse or sell a horse, there should be lots of reasons why. Right? And at the end of the day, I'm not saying we're selling Chocolate for Lunch, but she is going to have to turn into a better horse, a more consistent horse. And at that point, then we'll make a decision. That'll be up to Dwayne Marfisi, the ownership group. Everybody will make a decision together on the filly. But right now, I was happy with. I'd like to see her finish off her mile, but that was a pretty quick mile for her the other day. So we'll see how she looks in the coming weeks. Columbus, we just talked about horses coming and going. This guy, there's a number of horses that are going to be on the chopping block, and this guy's going to have to show me something the next 2 weeks, or his name is going to show up on that chopping block. Coupe de Ville, not showing up, but for a totally different reason. She showed me talent. I don't look it into her last week. The weeks before, I can tell you exactly what took place, but last week, I got nothing. It's a blank. I don't know what happened. I'm going to race her on Wednesday. We'll see how she races. If we have to start making changes or even put the hobbles on her, we will. I don't think it needs to come to that. We will see this week on Wednesday. Crantini's been exceptional. He's been undefeated. He's the best colt in Pennsylvania on paper right now. We'll see how that keeps up, but man, he's off to a flying start in 2022. Megan and Scotty have just been such a perfect fit. I've always liked Scott Zeron. I've known him a long time. Always had a great relationship. He's a super professional guy. For those of you guys who have ever met Scotty or met a lot of drivers, he's not like your typical driver. He doesn't think in that way. He's very cerebral in everything he does, and Megan and him have just, I hope we end up with a great relationship with both of them where we can send horses there, because they've just done a tremendous job with those horses. Cunning Connie, good. I'd like to see her better, but even if we just look at what she is right now, I think there's a way for her to become a pretty successful grassroots filly. 1, get off Mohawk. 2, don't be parked at the quarter. Those are 2 big steps, and she's going to start to overcome both of them this week. Cutie Cumber qualified adequate the other day. I want to see more. I want to see more. She's going to school on Friday. She will not race until we know she's not as good as we think she is, or she is where we want her, and then neither are certain just yet. Enzo Guel was awesome the other day. Raced great in Philadelphia, second in 57, but just did everything perfect. He's racing like he trained down. Just everything is spot on. He does everything right. Fashion Presidente run the other day, but under careful reflection, I think that it had a lot to do with the shoeing. As much as maybe he needs a little management, a little vet work done, I think there was some shoeing issues that we need to attend to. We'll start doing that right away. Full Heart, as much as she bothers me, and she's on that list also, she's very close. She did race better the other day, so let's see how her next starts are. Overall, I'm disappointed with her, but I wasn't upset with her last race. I'd like to see a little bit more. We'll see how that works out over the next few weeks. Gandalf the Black, I'm just going to erase his last start from my memory. He's racing from the 9 hole, again, the outside, Tuesday at Mohawk. I jumped over 5 fish species. Jesus. I can see how this happens. Every day, every Monday, I get a call from our message from hey, you jumped over this horse. How could that happen? Well, this is how it happens. I'm looking at your screen on this little phone, and I guess I just jump over them sometimes. It's certainly not my fault. Or it is my fault. It's not my intention. Why would I jump over 5 fish species? She looks good. She's training good. Everybody says she looks fantastic at the farm, and I somehow jumped over her. So she's been in 20. She's still another 3-4 weeks away, but still looks very, very good from what I've been told. GJ's ATM made a break, hit his knee, spun his knee boot around the other night. So it's odd because when you train him slow, you'd swear he didn't need knee boots, and he didn't need them training down. When you get top speed, is he interfering? Is he move? I don't exactly know what he's doing, but we need to mitigate that first. Tip him out, put a couple of corks on the outside of maybe both front shoes, and if we have to, we'll put a go straight on that left side. I don't know why he's hitting it that hard, but we need to fix that first. We need to get him trotting proper, and then we can take some of the stuff off him. But I think Jim and I are on the same page. We'll see how he is the next time he goes behind the gate. High Enterprise, better. 30 seconds, 30-2 on the end of it, but I need to see more and more progression from her. You know, I think there's a nice horse there. I just need to get to it. So probably a couple of fairs are in store for her. I think the grassroots is coming up, but a couple of fairs soon enough for her will help also. Hill Street Blues, again, another horse that's probably going to be gone in the next 2 weeks. We'll see how he races on July the 29th, and then we'll go from there. Landing, don't jump over everybody, hold on now. Horn Player. Horn Player's blood, a few little points we're working on. I did change her shoes again. I'm going to go with her tomorrow at the farm and see how she is at the farm tomorrow, and then that will decide whether we enter her Thursday or Friday at Mohawk. Lady, how did I get the Lady All-Star? Did I not talk about her up here? How did that happen? Well, that's a little crazy. Lady All-Star, I don't know why she's there and there. Should be ready in a couple of weeks, a few weeks. I'm going to try and have her ready for, what's this, for this?
Mama, forget it in your car. That's your spare key with the mail key.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Lady All-Star, I'd like to have her ready for, I was talking with Dominic's barn, that's why. I'd like to have Lady All-Star ready for the next grassroots. I can't say for certain we will. We're going to do our best. She's going to tell us if she can or she can't do that, but that's what I would like to have her ready for. Landing Pad, going to school him on Tuesday, try to get him back healthy, feeling good, trotting good, and in to go at Mohawk. We'll see how that works out. Landing Strip will qualify on Tuesday. I'll go with him at the Meadows. We'll get this guy back on track right away. Leaps and Bounds will school Tuesday at the Meadows. She's going to head to Kentucky for the Incentive C program starting on August the 1st. Magical Tom, again, we have 4 colts, and 3 of them are on the naughty list, and they'd want to scramble off it in a big hurry. A lot of people saying, well, you need to give them more time. Guys, when it comes to the babies, when it comes to what they're doing, there needs to be a time when we can sell them where other people still think that maybe we didn't give them enough time. But if you look at our track record and our history, not very often do we sell them and they're like, well, that was stupid. Well, that horse just came to life. The fact that we didn't get to sell, that we didn't get to sell Gandalf the Black. That was earlier on, much earlier on, and just to be clear, he's not lighting the world on fire. He's not the presumptive favorite in the Breeders' Crown. He's in the Nominers of 2 maiden at Mohawk. Very happy with him, but two very different situations when we've raced them in racing situations with speed, whether it be the fair. Now, these horses raced at Northfield, have raced at the fairs also. They simply need to do more. They need to do more. So we'll see over the next couple of weeks. Merchant Man, I'm going to train him tomorrow and see where he is. I can give you a better update. If you want to ask me after tomorrow morning, I will tell you what I think of Merchant Man and where he is and what we need to do with him. Mo Power Baby looked great the other day. Just Ross and Mike Houston have done a great job with this guy. With this girl, More Than You Know, looked great. Mario did a great job with him. Bob McClure won with him in 54 and 2 last quarter, 28. He's going to race in the Arden next Saturday at the Meadows. My 1%'s out in the field, going to remain there for 3 or 4 weeks, and then we'll bring him back in. Nothing But a Dreamer looked sensational his last start. Probably going to see him, this is the third time I've said this, probably going to see him rejoin the gold circuit here very soon. Oh my gosh, Jason said he trained a mile and a half, 15:10.5 the other day, so that's a mile and 15. He'll probably snap on the bike and go a mile and 2:10 on Wednesday. Where are we at here? Olchek is in to go Monday. I think he's picked to win, so I think he is. It's a good class for him. We'll see how he races this week. Outlaw Jesse James, I'm assuming, will be soon starting to train for Harry in Shedrow 10. Real Fear, another horse like those trotting colts. It's a heartbreaker when they just don't seem to follow through with their training. He looked so good. He showed so much promise, and then to get to the races and just fizzle out, it's frustrating. Now, we do want to make sure we uncover all the stones to make sure, okay, his blood's good. He doesn't seem lame anywhere. Okay, fine. It's maybe time to go. And if we go that route, then we go that route. Now maybe we will uncover something and continue to work at it. Maybe the horse will go out and win in 57 his next start. I don't know. We'll see. As I said, this time of year, they just are what they are. Rito Legacy is back jogging now. We'll get her fired up and going, try to have her ready for late fall 2022. Rosita's Dream raced well, raced very good his first start, raced well his second start, but I was very protective of him. I think we can have him at all cylinders firing for the final next week for 50,000 on Friday. Silent Assassin made a break today, a little peculiar class. Listen, this filly, we haven't been able to have her on a consistent schedule. She made a break at Saratoga, then she made the break at, then she trotted. Made a break at Buffalo, trotted at Batavia, and then made a break at Batavia. This is a filly that never runs. I don't know what the hell is going on with her, but she will be at Northfield Park tonight, and she will be under our care. We will school her Thursday and make sure she is 110% accurately on the straight and narrow as we aim for August the 8th. I believe it's the 8th at Monticello. Who's next? Sipping on My Shine is out. I'm going to leave him out for another couple of weeks. We'll bring him back in. Sir Strong will qualify on Tuesday at Mohawk, I believe. Sister Solange may school on Tuesday at the Meadows, I believe. Smoking Hot Irish Girl will race Thursday at Scioto in the Sire Stakes. Spitfire Overseas will race Friday in the Arden. Swinging Senorita will race Thursday at Scioto also. She's been fantastic this year. And I just watched Tactical Mounds win tonight. A winner tonight in her first lifetime start, 2-1 in the mud. What else we got here? Tailgate Buzz, 3 in a row for him. He raced good, raced fantastic in Philadelphia. Warrior is close. I'll continue to use close. Go back and listen to the opening in Mario's barn. This colt, I told Mario very specifically, no pressure. I just want him ready to qualify and in to qualify when he's ready to trot 58, 59. That's it. That's when I want to see him. So he's in a holding pattern right now, as they might say. And then What a Mission has just been a breath of fresh air. Just a beautiful horse for us there so far. I think he's got some real good races ahead of him. This guy's really put it all together quickly. Whispering Song might have faltered her last start, but I think you're going to see the Whispering Song I've been talking about Thursday in Scioto. Wouldn't it be nice back jogging now in Mario's barn? So those are the 2-year-olds. I got the 3-year-olds left. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in just a second.